Your body is always talking to you. Every ache, every sensation, every bit of tension is a message. But how often do we truly listen? Most people ignore their bodies until something goes terribly wrong. They push through headaches, suppress exhaustion, and silence the whispers of intuition until they become screams of discomfort. The body doesn't just randomly feel pain, fatigue, or unease. It's always responding to the energy, emotions, and thoughts flowing through it. When something feels off, it's not just a physical issue. There's a deeper message beneath it. Stress sitting in the shoulders? Maybe it's the weight of unspoken emotions, a tight chest. Perhaps there's fear or sadness that hasn't been fully acknowledged. The stomach twisting in knots? That could be an intuitive warning about a situation that isn't aligned with your highest good. The body is a perfect reflection of the mind. Whatever is happening in your thoughts will eventually manifest physically. When you constantly tell yourself, "I'm overwhelmed," your body tightens up. When you believe, "I'm not safe," your nervous system stays on high alert, draining your energy. But just as negative thoughts can create discomfort, positive thoughts can bring healing. A simple shift in perspective, a moment of self-care, or a few deep breaths can send a signal of safety and love to every cell in your body. The key is awareness. Instead of brushing off discomfort, pause. Ask yourself, what is my body trying to tell me? What emotions am I holding inside? What thoughts have I been repeating that might be affecting my well-being? The body doesn't lie. It is an honest, direct guide, always leading you toward healing and balance, if only you listen. The body is like a mirror. It reflects not only what you eat or how much you exercise, but also the thoughts you think daily. People often believe that health is only about physical habits, but the mind is just as powerful in shaping the body's condition. A person who constantly thinks, "I'm exhausted, life is hard," will find themselves drained and worn out. Meanwhile, someone who wakes up saying, "I am full of energy and life flows easily for me," will start to experience vitality in a new way. Every thought sends a signal through the body. Positive thoughts promote relaxation, healing, and balance. Negative thoughts create stress, tension, and imbalance. If you constantly tell yourself, "I never have enough time," your body tightens in response and stress hormones flood your system. If you repeat, "I am always struggling," your energy will match that belief, making everything feel heavier. The words you say and the thoughts you focus on shape how you feel, both emotionally and physically. Even the smallest habitual thoughts have an impact. Imagine someone who constantly complains about aging. They say things like, "I'm getting old, my body is falling apart." With time, their body starts to respond exactly as they expect. Aches increase, energy drops, and they reinforce their own belief. But what if they shifted that thought? What if they said, "I am grateful for my body and every day it supports me in wonderful ways"? That simple change in words and mindset creates a completely different energy. It sends a message of appreciation rather than defeat, allowing the body to respond in kind. The way you think about your body matters. If you constantly criticize it, it will feel like an enemy. But if you appreciate it, nurture it, and speak kindly to it, it will respond with strength, energy, and healing. Your body is always listening to you. The question is, what are you telling it? Every emotion you feel leaves an imprint on the body. Some emotions pass quickly, while others get stored deep within, waiting to be released. When sadness, fear, or resentment is buried instead of expressed, it doesn't disappear. It stays, creating tension, discomfort, and sometimes even illness. The body is not just a physical shell. It holds emotional energy, and if that energy is not processed, it builds up over time. Think about the last time you felt really angry but didn't express it. Maybe you forced yourself to smile, pushed the emotion down, and acted like everything was fine. But later, did you notice a headache creeping in? A tight jaw? A stiff neck? That's not a coincidence. The body absorbs and holds on to unprocessed emotions, translating them into physical sensations. Different emotions tend to settle in different parts of the body. Anger often sits in the liver, causing digestive issues or chronic tension. Fear grips the kidneys, leading to exhaustion and anxiety. Heartbreak and grief weigh heavily on the chest, making it hard to breathe deeply. The stomach becomes a home for worry and stress, leading to digestive troubles. Every part of the body carries emotional memory, and when emotions aren't acknowledged, they can create patterns of discomfort. The good news is that these emotions don't have to stay stuck. The body wants to release them. The moment you bring awareness to an emotion and allow yourself to feel it fully, it begins to lose its grip. Tears, movement, deep breathing, even speaking your truth. All of these are ways to clear emotional energy from the body. The key is not to resist. If you feel sadness, let it come. If anger rises, find a healthy way to express it. If stress is weighing on you, take a deep breath and allow it to soften. The body is incredibly wise. It doesn't just hold on to emotions to punish you. It does so to get your attention. When you start listening, acknowledging, and allowing your emotions to move through you, your body responds with ease, relief, and lightness. Ignoring emotions won't make them go away, but facing them, feeling them, and releasing them will set you free. The more you listen to your body, the more peace, clarity, and vitality you will experience. Pain is not an enemy. It is a messenger. Most people see pain as something to fight against, something to suppress or numb. But pain is the body's way of getting your attention. It is trying to tell you something important. When pain arises, instead of asking, "How do I make this go away?" try asking, "What is this trying to teach me?" Pain often appears when you are ignoring something essential. It could be an emotional wound that hasn't healed, a situation that isn't aligned with your truth, or a habit that no longer serves you. Maybe it's the stress of a job that drains your spirit. Maybe it's a relationship that brings more pain than joy. Maybe it's the weight of unspoken emotions, held inside for too long. The body always knows what the mind tries to ignore. Sometimes pain is a signal to slow down and rest. If you constantly push yourself beyond your limits, your body will find a way to force you to stop. That tension in your back, that persistent headache, that deep fatigue, it's your body saying, "Please listen to me." Instead of reaching for another cup of coffee, another painkiller, or another distraction, try pausing. Place your hand over the area of discomfort and ask, "What do you need from me?" The answer may come as a feeling, a thought, or a deep knowing. There are times when pain is connected to unresolved emotions. Have you ever noticed how heartbreak can feel like a literal ache in the chest? Or how stress can cause tightness in the neck and shoulders? The body absorbs emotions, and when they are ignored for too long, they can manifest as physical discomfort. Healing pain is not just about treating symptoms, it is about listening to the root cause. Pain is a call to awareness, to healing, to change. It is not here to punish you, but to guide you toward a healthier, more balanced life. Instead of fearing it, see it as an invitation to reconnect with yourself. What is your body asking for? More rest? More love? More truth? When you honor the message, the body responds with relief. Healing begins when you stop resisting and start listening. True healing doesn't begin with medicine or treatments, it starts with love. Your body responds to the energy you send it. If you constantly criticize it, if you speak harshly about it, if you treat it with frustration, how can it feel safe to heal? Healing happens in an environment of love, kindness, and acceptance. Imagine if you spoke to a small child the way you speak to your body. If a child was tired, would you tell them to push through and ignore their needs? If they were in pain, would you get angry at them? No, you would comfort them, hold them, and assure them they are safe. Your body needs that same care. It needs to know that you are on its side. Every thought you think sends a signal to your body. If you constantly say, "I'm always sick, my body is failing me," your body will absorb that belief. But if you start saying, "My body is strong, my body knows how to heal, I treat my body with love and respect," your body will respond to that energy. Love is the most powerful healing force. When you send love to the parts of you that hurt, when you gently place your hands on them and say, "I love you, I am listening, I am here for you," healing begins. The cells in your body hear every word, feel every emotion, and respond accordingly. Self-care is an act of self-love. Resting when you need to, eating nourishing foods, moving in ways that feel good, surrounding yourself with peaceful energy. All of these are ways of telling your body, "I love you and I want to take care of you." Healing is not about fighting against the body. It is about working with it, trusting it, and embracing the process with compassion. The greatest gift you can give yourself is love. When you fill your body with love, you create the perfect space for healing to unfold naturally. Your body speaks in whispers long before it ever needs to shout. One of the most powerful ways it communicates with you is through intuition. That deep inner knowing that tells you when something feels right or wrong. Some call it a gut feeling, others call it instinct. But it is always guiding you toward what is best for you. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt uncomfortable, even though nothing was visibly wrong? Or have you met someone and instantly felt safe, as if you've known them forever? That is your intuition at work. It is your body's way of reading energy, sensing truth beyond what the eyes can see. When you ignore your intuition, you often find yourself in situations that don't serve you. Maybe you stayed in a job that drained you, even though your body was sending signals of exhaustion and stress. Maybe you entered a relationship that wasn't right, even though your gut told you something was off. Maybe you made a decision that felt logical, but never truly sat well in your heart. The body always knows. Listening to your gut feelings is an act of self-trust. The more you honor them, the stronger they become. If something feels tight, heavy, or draining, it may not be aligned with your highest good. If something feels light, exciting, and expansive, it is likely leading you in the right direction. Your body does not lie. It only asks that you listen. One simple way to strengthen your intuition is through stillness. When you are constantly distracted by noise, stress, or outside opinions, it's hard to hear your inner voice. But when you take a moment to breathe, to quiet the mind, and to ask yourself what feels true, the answers become clear. Your intuition is your inner compass. Trust it. Follow it. It is always guiding you toward what is best for your soul's journey. Your breath is one of the most powerful tools for healing, yet it is something most people take for granted. When you are stressed, your breath becomes shallow and fast. When you are calm, your breath is deep and steady. The way you breathe affects your entire body. It influences your nervous system, your emotions, and even your thoughts. Most people go through life without ever paying attention to their breath. They rush from one thing to another, caught up in stress and worry, never realizing that with a single deep breath, they can shift their entire energy. The breath is a bridge between the mind and the body. When you take a slow, deep breath, you are telling your body, I am safe. I am at peace. Right now, take a moment to breathe deeply. Inhale slowly through your nose, filling your lungs completely. Then exhale through your mouth, letting go of any tension. Notice how different you feel with just one conscious breath. Imagine if you made this a daily practice. Imagine if every time you felt stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, you paused and took a deep breath. How much more peaceful would your life feel? Relaxation is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Your body cannot heal in a state of stress. When you allow yourself to relax, whether through deep breathing, meditation, or simply sitting in stillness, you create a space for healing and renewal. Make time every day to breathe deeply and consciously. It is one of the simplest, yet most powerful acts of self-care. Your body is a temple, and the way you care for it determines how you feel every day. Nourishment is not just about food. It is about everything you consume, from the thoughts you think to the energy you surround yourself with. When it comes to food, listen to your body. It knows what it needs. Some days, it may crave light, fresh meals. Other days, it may need grounding, warm foods. Instead of forcing yourself into strict diets or eating out of habit, ask yourself, what does my body need today? Eating with mindfulness and gratitude transforms food into medicine. Movement is another way to nourish your body. It doesn't have to be intense or exhausting, just something that feels good. Whether it's stretching, walking, dancing, or yoga, movement helps release tension and keep your energy flowing. Your body loves to move. Find ways to enjoy it. Beyond food and movement, your environment also plays a role in your well-being. Surround yourself with uplifting energy. Spend time in nature, listen to soothing music, and create a peaceful space where you can recharge. The more love you pour into your body, the more love it will give back to you. Healing happens when you stop resisting and start allowing. So many people hold on to old pain, fears, and beliefs because they are afraid of change. They cling to what is familiar, even when it no longer serves them. But true healing requires surrender. Resistance shows up in many ways. It could be the refusal to rest when your body is exhausted. It could be ignoring your emotions instead of facing them. It could be holding on to past hurts, replaying them over and over in your mind. But what happens when you let go? What happens when you stop fighting against life and start flowing with it? Letting go does not mean giving up. It means trusting that life is always working in your favor. It means releasing the need to control everything and allowing things to unfold naturally. When you stop resisting, you create space for miracles to happen. Take a deep breath and say, I release all that no longer serves me. I trust the process of life. I allow healing to flow through me. The more you let go, the lighter you feel. The body holds on to resistance, but it also knows how to release it. Trust that you are always being guided toward your highest good. You are never alone. Your body, your intuition, and the universe are always guiding you. Every sensation, every feeling, every moment of discomfort carries a message. The more you listen, the more you will understand what your body needs. Whenever you feel lost, overwhelmed, or uncertain, take a moment to be still. Close your eyes, place a hand on your heart, and ask, what do I need to know right now? The answer will come, not through noise, but through stillness. It may come as a quiet thought, a deep knowing, or a feeling in your body. Trust it. You have everything you need within you. Your body is wise. Your intuition is strong. You are supported in every step of your journey. The more you listen, the more peace, clarity, and healing you will experience. Your body is not just a physical structure. It is a living, breathing guide that is always communicating with you. Every sensation, every emotion, every moment of discomfort is an opportunity to tune in and realign with your truth. When you honor your body, you honor yourself. When you listen, you create space for healing. When you trust, life flows effortlessly. So today, make a promise to yourself. I will listen to my body. I will honor its wisdom. I will trust that I am always guided toward my highest good. Because you are. You always have been, and you always will be.